Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of What's It Worth with your boy Blue Ridge. Hello. All right, so if this is your first time to one of these videos, it's real simple. Did you find a cool coin in your pocket change, or perhaps, just in a roll of coin? Let's say you're an avid coin roll hunter and you like treasure hunting for various varieties, key dates, silver, you name it, and you came across an oddity that you want to know more information on. Well, that's what I do. I do these what's it worth videos pretty regularly on coins that traditionally, feel or look a little out of place. Okay, today, in this instance, we have the Susan B. Anthony dollar. Okay, not just one specific date, but we're going to be looking at all of the dates. Now, it is a relatively short series. Okay, it goes from 1979 to 1981, and then there is quite a bit of a gap in between there, and it is resumed for 1 year and 1 year only in 1999. And I will get into why there was only a 1 year, one date re-release of the coin. All right, and by the time you listen and hear what I have to say about that, you'll understand exactly why they only made it for 1 year in 1999. But take a look at the coin that you see on screen. Okay, if you have a coin like this and you have found one of these, there are a few things about it that you probably already know. It is eerily similar in size and shape to a standard U.S. quarter, a 25-cent piece. Over the years, I have received these back in change as a quarter. Okay, so that has been kind of the blight of the Susan B. Anthony dollar. Because of its size, its appearance, it's a copper nickel clad coin. These are a few of the things that people did not like when they first came out. Second of all, God bless Susan B. Anthony. Not a lot of people were really that hip on the overall design of the coin. Some would argue that it is a mini edition of the Eisenhower dollar because of the reverse. Okay, it is true. Okay, the reverse is the same as an Ike dollar. All right. The obverse is its own brand new design, of course, paying homage to Susan B. Anthony, one of the pioneers in U.S. history to help shape America, what it is today. For all the dates represented, with exception of the 1999, there is a P, D, and S minted coin for business strike purposes. Now, these are coins that are released into circulation. So, in 1979, there's a Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco minted coin. Same with 1980. 1981 has all three. However, with the asterisk notated on the screen here, these three coins were only made available in mint sets. However, I have found some of these in coin rolls. Okay, so you go to a bank, you ask for coin rolls. Obviously, these are going to be mixed in with some of the gold dollars that you see today, whether it's the Native American version or the presidential series that everybody just absolutely loves. But in 1999, they only came out with two, and that's the Philadelphia and Denver minted coins in there. So as you can see, take a look, take an opportunity to look at the mintage figures that you see here. Of course, in 1979, they weren't shy about producing a ton of these things. So 1979 and both P, D, and S minted coins are readily available out there. Same for 1980. In spite of its much smaller mintage figures, these are also found out there in the wild as well. 1981 you won't see too often, and in 1999 you will come across on occasion. So if you found, let's say, for example, 79s, 80s, and 99s, that's what we're going to be focusing on. Primarily, how much are they worth raw? Okay, straight out of a roll, right in pocket change. How does circulation wear dictate the value of these coins, because they appear low mintage, especially the 80 and 99. We're actually, I'm doing a different format for this video for the What's It Worth, and we're actually going to explore the internet to determine how much these are worth, so that way you guys can see specifically how much we're talking about secondary market value-wise. Okay, are they just worth face value, or are they worth more in higher grades? So we're going to take a look at that. Plus, you're going to get an idea of some of my favorite sites that I love exploring to try and determine valuation of coins. So that way, not only on this particular video, but in future type of videos on other coins, you'll know exactly where to go to find values on the coins, whether they're graded or not. All right. So those are the mintage figures that we have there. Hopefully they make some sense. So let's go ahead and do some research online. And I have a few websites open. Okay. So first and foremost, the PCGS site, okay, which is one of the third-party graders that is out there for your choosing if you wanted to send coins to be authenticated or certified, is a great resource for a number of reasons, okay? They have an online price guide. All right, typically this is more revolved around graded coins and not really on coins that are raw or just out of an encapsulation. There's a population report up here, and then there is also CoinFacts. CoinFacts, traditionally, you could go into, find a denomination that you want to research on, in this case, dollars. Susan B. Anthony is right here, okay? Pretty quick to navigate through this site, and there you go. So you can look at information on both the regular strikes, or business strikes is what I call them, and the proof. Okay, the proof coins are only available in the special U.S. Mint provided product. They have mirrored finishes and all that great stuff. But you have every single coin represented within this particular series. So what you could do, because each date that you see here on my pointer is an actual hyperlink, let's say you want to know more information on the 79p. So you just go ahead and click in that. It'll take you to the next screen, in which it will give you all of the information that traditionally would be available in a printed price guide, you know, much like the red book that you see here. So what we have here is a really high graded thumbnail example. It's a PCGS Mint State 68 that was graded at one point. Plus it also gives you all of the specs, okay, the overall diameter size in millimeters, the weight in grams, the designer, Frank Gasparo. It's got a reeded edge, mintage, the overall composition makeup, and all of this. Plus, it also gives you some other neat information, like an auction record, you know, realized price. On a Mint State 67, one sold for $15,000 back in 2014 through Heritage Auctions. So it gives you a wide array of various information which is very helpful in determining if whether or not the coin that you have is worth grading or not, okay? Because when it comes to grading, it costs money. So if you can handle spending however much the club fee is in addition to the submission cost, your first coin right out of the gate will cost nearly $100 to submit. So you got to make sure that you have a coin that's going to be worth it in the long run. But you can take a look at all of the realized auction prices for all the grades, all the way up to the max grade. So it looks like, what, 60, 67, or 68 is going to be the sweet spot for the grade. So Mint State 68, if you're able to attain that particular grade, and I do not recommend this, by the way, especially Susan B. Anthony's are not known for the best strikes ever. $7,500 is what they perceive a price guide value is on a 68. There is one graded at that level. There are 94 and 67. The valuation in graded examples are all going to be similar. Okay, you get into some of those dates like 1980 and maybe 1999, in which those coins are going to be worth a little bit more at the highest grade levels. Now, realistically, is this a price valuation that you should hang your head on? Not at all. Again, we're going to be taking a look at coins here that's sold. All right, that's sold for whatever the raw value is. So I went in to eBay, and I simply brought up the Susan B. Anthony Modern Dollars part of it. So we're going to be looking at some closed out auction estimates here, or not auction estimates. These are auction realized sale prices. So we have 4 fully wrapped 1999 bankrolls of 170 bucks. Okay, that is what, $80 face, because it's $20 per roll. So you can see they sell for about $2 a piece there, but that's for a bulk. So here is, for those of you that don't know, there is what they call a wide rim example of the 1979 P, in which the very edge of the rim, by the way, these have kind of like a polygonal shape to that inner rim area. If it's really close to the 9 in the date, okay, that is a wide rim. Okay, you can actually tell the difference with the naked eye, the narrow rim and the wide rim. So those are about $5 to $10 circulated. Okay, this one does not look like it's a high grade example, by the way. So that's a pretty cool variety, you know, to look out for if you're able to. Here is a circulated lot of 5 coins at $6.50. So we're going to go in here and just kind of look at all of the coin options. Here's a 79 wide rim, plus another one for, it looks like $5.20 shipped. Okay, so I'm going to absorb all of the shipping costs with that one. You know, and then you got proof. So here's a Brilliant Unk 1999 P&D Susan B. Anthony dollars. Okay, low mintage for $7.50 shipped. So keep that in mind. The 99s, because they're lower mintage, you know, sell for about $2 or $3 a piece in brilliant uncirculated condition. Full roll of Susan B. Anthony's. It looks like mixed dates. $35.99 shipped. That's $25 face. So you're barely over $1 a piece there. Here's another 79. You're at $2.99 here with free shipping. So by the time you pay shipping, you've probably made about a quarter or something like that. Here's a 1980, 1980D, the lowest, one of the lower mintage dates here. This one is $2.69 shipped. Here's 1981 PD and S. 4-coin set along with 1 proof coin. This one is about $13 shipped. Okay, it's a 1981, only made and available in mint sets, so that's why this one sells for a little bit more, about $2 to $3 a piece. So all in all, as a raw coin, okay, one that has been circulated, you're not going to command more than about face for that. So you're better off spending them for $1 a piece. Now, if you got it back mistakenly as a quarter, then you have made out 75 cents. Not a bad gig. People do it all the time. It's crazy. So yeah, they have souvenir sets and all that stuff. High-grade raw examples are right around $2 to $3. The 1981s are the exception to the rule in this whole conversation because they are a mint set only release. So here's 3 coins here. 79S, Susan B. Anthony. What's cool is they made a San Francisco business strike, Susan B. Anthony. That was one of my favorites growing up. So 3 coins for $7 and $48 shipped. This guy would probably net out a profit about $2, okay, which isn't a whole lot. You can't get rich off of these unless you're someone that likes to kind of like spin the roulette wheel and send these off to PCGS or NGC in the hopes of obtaining a mint state 68 grade, which you might be on the losing end of that proposition because there's only one graded as such. All right, so there you go. Not a whole lot of money to be made here. I think that really kind of lends to its lack of popularity as a series because it's only a 4-year set. Again, you know, because of its closeness in size to a quarter, okay, that kind of really killed the appeal to this. Plus, you know, again, Susan B. Anthony isn't one of the most popular historical figures to grace a coin, as evidenced by this particular series, which sucks. That's a shame. You know, because I feel like this is going to be a coin series that might get popular probably long after I'm gone. I will be honest. Same with the presidential dollar series. It's just been overproduced and underappreciated, and they all look pretty plain. So, well, there you go. Hopefully that helps out. I guess one more thing that we could look at is graded coins, to give you an idea of how close of a margin it is to send out coins for grading, and how really it is all risky. So this is Great Collections. You know, it's the best site to use to see just like a wide range of graded coins from like 65, mid-state 66 and up. As you can see, a few dates here. Like this this is 2 coins in one lot, an 80p and an 81p, so it's got a tougher dated one in there, both in which graded mid-state 66 through PCGS, sold for only $55. Okay, and that's probably on the lower end of the curve when it comes to grading these coins. If you're anywhere south of 66, let's say you have a mid-state 64 or 65 through one of these grading companies, don't bother selling it. Yeah, just give it away as a gift because they're not worth much, if anything. You know, mid-state 66, you're looking at about $10 to $25, depending on the actual date. You'll want to be at mid-state 67, it looks like, and higher to be able to make any sort of measurable amount of money off of these things. Like here's an 81p that's sold back in April 7th. It's a mid-state 67 for $900. Okay, that's a classic case of, you know, it's worth it. Here's another one here, a wide rim 79p, mid-state 67. That's part of a collection, it looks like. This one sold for $2,100. And then here's another one here at 68. That's the finest grade. This is a Pop 1, which means it's the only one available in a 68, $5,300. Some of the most extreme of circumstances, they are worth that kind of money. Again, it's extremely risky to grade moderns. I don't personally recommend it, but you know, if it's something you wanted to do and you feel like you have a coin that meets a certain criteria for, you know, a pretty valuable coin, then by all means, you know, it might be worth it. I don't know, but personally, I would never do it, because what you can lose is so much greater than what you could gain. Well, I think that about covers it. Susan B. Anthony dollars, still even today, after 20 years after its final coin was released, and the reason why the U.S. Mint had decided to go with a one-year type, 1999, is it was considered a bridge date. Bridge to what, you ask? Well, it was a bridge to the first ever gold Sacagawea dollar that was going to be released in 2000. So what they did was they created the 99 to get production, you know, ramped up a little bit, and it was an easier transition to go from there to the new gold dollars that we're used to seeing today. However, these Susan B. Anthony dollars are very widely available. If you went to the bank and asked for them, they will give you a number of them. People are dumping brilliant uncirculated rolls at the bank. I come across them all the time, and they're not worth keeping, for the mere fact that you don't make any money off of them. Not today, at least. Not today. But if you wanted to hoard some and keep them around for about 15 to 25 years, you might make out then. I don't know. I'm not sure. But, yeah, if you're looking to profit off any sort of coins, the Susan B. Anthony is a really tough series to do so. So I want to thank everyone for joining in. Sorry about the long video, but it's a different format. You get to see some of my favorite websites when it comes to valuating your coins. Okay? PCGS website, eBay for the most current, up-to-date sell prices on all coins. Okay, some would argue that it's not the best site, but if the coins are selling regularly on there that it is the best site for prices of today in the moment in time. And great collections, heritage auctions. Again, much kudos to both of those sites and all the images that they use. Okay, we've, you know, for high-graded pieces, we know exactly where the market is for not only the Susan B's, but all the other coins also that are out there. So anyways, I wanted to thank you guys for joining in on this video. I'm your host, Blue Ridge Silverhound. Thank you. Hope you guys found some value in this one. And tell me what you think about the new format for the What's It Worth series. You get to see my mug on here. But you also get to see, you know, exactly where I come up with prices and how much the valuations are on these coins. It's pretty neat. And as always, give me a great big like. Thumbs up, brother, sisters. And, yeah, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll check back with you soon. Take care.